All right, I have a caller waiting. Anyway, hello there.
Hello, my good general.
Baba Ahmed. Sonu da aiki. Yaya dai.
Barkan ka dai, lafiya kalau ya kake?
Lafiya lau, alhamdulillah.
Ya iyali.
Alhamdulillah. Baba
Yawwa.
mo ti answer
No,
na.
money.
I don't answer.
Ya iyali no mo so ya iyali as in family nko gbogbo
Alhamdulillah.
Same náà ni gbogbo ẹ.
Lafiya lau.
Yawwa, haka ake so.
Alhamdulillah.
You know, I was just when you was talking about this giveaway, because I give away now. Baba do give away now. Now I give away time.
The last time, Baba, the last time I did that, I gave out about 700 grand, right? The following, those who didn't win, those who didn't win, they reported my page. Used that my Facebook page. I got suspended, and I stopped it. And I don't know if I'm putting myself in any trouble right now. But
no,
I'm gonna try.
Baba, forget now. You know that time, most of them, real people never to come. But you know now it's real. Right. It's more than real.
Right.
So it go shock them. Right. And apart from that, I don't really have anything to say much. But I was just reading comment. More pick up one comment from one idiot, or I call him animal. Amechi, if you dey hear me, may the sink enter your head. You are a complete animal. Yeah, one Amechi or I'll be waiting be your name. I don't want to know your name. He said, Bayegun, you know dollar is about to crash. You are doing this. You Tinikawa, cold-blooded. Bayegun. Can you see how dumb you are? Oh, bro, you are a dumb idiot.
Ahmed. So you haven't read the one where people said, oh, your sponsor, they don't increase your pay, Abi. You won't do giveaway.
Can you imagine?
Comments.
Why are you people so dumb? Why are you so dumb?
They have paid me more. I mean, they are always there. It is what it is.
Why are you so dumb? This is just another way. Look, this is a message you are passing to people. And we are trying every means possible so that message, people will not stop listening to it. This is something they want to do so that you can have data, because we know how data is in Nigeria. How many of our people data confidently for that Nigeria? I don't know where you're typing from, because most of you, we know most of you that will be abroad. But you want to act like kings.
See, it will shock you to see that those who are going to make a snide comment.
Now them go plenty pass.
Now them go first kill here.
And you lady into your law. Are you see that you are just mad or what?
It could be.
Someone wants to do something. He's not begging anybody to come and do whatever, anything. You are there, you are typing, you are sitting conveniently. What have you done, you as a person? What have you done?
I am used to them, Baba. I'm so used to them.
He felt like, okay, I am passing a message. What can I still do to make this message? This is just another means to spread the message, idiot, if you don't understand.
No.
It's just another means to spread the message.
No, wait.
Because the more
some of
it is
them
coming,
don't understand. Ahmed, maybe we should tell them.
Yeah.
Okay? If I turn on my camera, whether you like me or not, once you watch me,
you will still be there,
contributing to my views anyway, whether you like me or not. So I don't need anything from you. Whether you watch me on YouTube or you watch me on Facebook, it's the same thing. But there are friends of mine, there are people here who have been like, Mayegun, I've been missing your broadcast because the videos are so long and that are no easy for Nigeria. And I'm like, oh, well, Facebook or no data, what have you? If you have a chance of getting yourself a grand or $2,000 to load up, I mean, that could be something for those who really. I just wish that the real people who deserve them will win them. But I'm going to just do them randomly. So that's why I don't care what anybody says.
Baba, I read your comments. You suppose that if you hear Ahmed, me, I take offense. I know they go back, go read comment. Wait till you just write. If I see any comment, we know me man money sharp. Woman banner genuine. So I don't read your comment. You say, okay, I don't calm down. Make you know they feel like that. Mama shirikiri. I mean, Mama shirikiri. I don't like. We don't like that kind of play.
Baba, this is very political. We are not faceless. I know that. But nothing to do, man. We can take another one. So people abuse me all the time. Sometimes I just feel like some people actually enjoy abusing me, hoping that I'm going to respond. You know, some people are like that. They call them trolls. So that's why not every comment or every abuse actually matter to me, because I don't, you know, sometimes I laugh at them. Sometimes I respond because you know, so it's not a biggie. Baba, hello there.
One name.
Osita.
I've been trying to call and call and call. I don't get through.
I know.
I said,
tonight. You know one thing, Osita, one thing I have observed, right? Whenever there is this kind of a sort of important conversation that is kind of so deep and a little bit tense, you tend to always have a chance of being part of that, like tonight. So yeah, if you've missed you, then this one is also...
Anyway.
Go on.
My brother, I thank you very much for the giveaway.
Oh,
make thanks. I speak this one for broken.
I say, make them take a hold body. Because sometimes I'll go wake up in the morning, I'll wake up in the morning, I'll be like, should I just go on to my Egun's Diary Political and say, can somebody just say one motivational word for me, make I take a whole body? Now they are calling remember that the people will be like, you said give us something, maybe we'll take a whole body. Then in between, I just hope it serves the purpose. Go on.
You know, it's just like I was discussing this morning with somebody, and somebody I have great respect for. Somebody who actually before, but because of my persistent discussion with him, he's saying reasons with me.
Right.
The truth about the issue back home in the contraption, Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've always said here, we are yet to understand where all this whole charade is going. But by January, by December, late November, December, we will find out. We will start seeing a lot of issues. But let me just
hope people will kind of manage their emotion, expectation, and then help douse the tension of something that is not going to serve anybody's interest at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, like I was discussing I discussed several issues with him, but one of the issues I discussed with him is, believe me, we have gone past whatever we try to experiment with Nigeria. We have gone past that particular process stage. Because if you look at it, everything we do, we are not really divided by religion. What we are really divided by, either anybody likes it or not, is our tongue. It's our tribe. Where do you come from?
Yes.
That is what actually divides us.
Exactly.
The British saw this thing. They gave us, either anybody likes it or not, they gave us an option whereby we will have regionalism, not federalism.
Yes.
Regionalism, whereby everybody can do their thing.
Exactly.
You expand. You progress at your own pace.
That's right.
But what we are seeing today, even people in Nigeria, we don't even respect that we were born somewhere. We don't respect that we've intermarried. We don't respect it. People don't even respect, that I'm an Igbo man, my wife is a Yoruba
man. No. When it comes to this Nigerian thing, it will tell you categorically.
Let me say something nice about the Yoruba people.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know that they don't see it anymore. So when you don't see such a thing anymore, what is the advice that you give, or what solution?
What is that thing that is motivating you that you can build a national unity? Mm-hmm.
Yes, the answer to the question, to that wrangling and that differences,
is everybody will go their separate way.
At the end of the day.
It is not as if when the Igbo man goes, there's always a competition between the Anambra man and the Imo State man. Trust me. I won't tell you it doesn't exist.
That's
the
right.
way you have in Yoruba land, the Ogun State, they will say Itebu and exactly. But those things are minor. We can handle it. Those things, they are minor. We can handle it. And when you handle those things, before you know it, you are cemented to become one, because nobody's going to tell you you are an Hausa man, you are a Yoruba man, you are an Igbo man.
Or go back to where you come from. Or you go back to this or that. I mean, it'll be like, where do you mean? Where do you want me to go back to? I'm a Yoruba man. I'm an Igbo man. Where do you want me to go back to?
That. Because it will be called Yoruba land. It will be called Igbo land. It will be called Hausa land.
Yes.
So these are the things I want us to look at, and we should be able to tell ourselves the common truth. There is some truths that are common. When you sit down, you profile and process all these things, you'll find out that this has caused a lot of problems for us.
And it continues to.
And it will continue to. If we don't have subdivision, nobody's going to talk about religious tolerance or religious differences. So why don't we just break this thing off? I know the obedience, they are making a case. But one thing I used to tell most of them, let's just say this guy wins the election. Let's be frank and candid. Let's follow the true constitutional
process.
Process. The due process. He has to go to due process, even if he wants to amend the constitution. What if the National Assembly didn't give him that backing? What will you do?
Yeah, that's right.
These are all the questions that we need to ask ourselves. Instead of we elongating the lifespan of this evil called Nigeria. This evil called this democracy. Formerly, I used to say to myself, talk about it so that we can go back to regional government. But I don't still believe in it. That process is not going to help us. The only process that can help us, because nothing has actually helped us, is to break all these things off and everybody goes their separate ways. There was a caller yesterday who was talking to you. I just stand to address him in some particular things.
Right.
Things that he said about Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe is not true.
Okay.
It is still about the same thing that is happening. Somebody has to form a government. He formed the government. The reason that government has problem because he has no say in that government. It is clearly written. Under parliamentary system of government, the head of state, the person that is the head of state, is like the Queen in England. He has absolutely no power. Those are the things that we didn't understand at the beginning. Because once upon a time, the story has to begin. That was when everybody knew that, that in head of state is nothing to write home about. But there was something that was thriving at that particular period. Either anybody likes it or not, that virtue of Lagos State, the Yoruba land is more in advantage compared to every other people. We'll look towards them, whatever they do, we'll try to copy. But look at it. It was still under that same not perfect condition.
Yeah.
The Yorubas had their radio
our own system. The Igbos out there, the Easterners have their own system. The Northerners have theirs.
2 years later, the Igbos, the Easterners had Radio Enugu.
Yes.
The University of Ibadan came up. 5 years later, you had UNN, Unsuka. So, I want to correct that caller.
Among the regions then.
There was a healthy competition. I want to correct that caller. That all those things they hit on Nnamdi Azikiwe was not true. And I don't like it when people mislead people. That is misleading. It wasn't true. He's just a head of state. He is not a president. He is a head of state. That is ceremonial. He has absolute no power. The British, they designed it. Go and look at it in the whole of the history. that the British wrote about Nigeria, that man, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, was not a good man to them. And when you are not a good man to them, you know what it is.
Of course.
Because you know what they know. So let's put that aside.
That's right.
Let's come to this stuff that you did today. I was discussing it with somebody. You know this thing that you did today? When you tell somebody in Nigeria that I hope you are seeing all these things that is happening, you try to correct that person's mind. I'm talking about my friends. You try to correct their mind. The first thing they tell you, because you there abroad. That's why they tell me all these things. Some will now tell you, you say you don't have life. Why you they talk like this now? Nobody hear you from come out. Look, let me tell you what is happening. Fela did that song in the 70s or in the early 80s. Suffering and smiling. People thought
smiling.
He was just singing. He wasn't just singing. It is somebody like you. It is somebody like me that lives abroad. Believe me, that feel for them so much that they feel for themselves. They think it's the normal life. When you are talking about NSAS, all this NSAS, if you still look at the NSAS, it was actually propelled by those people who have traveled abroad.
In diaspora, yes.
In diaspora, people who are even amongst them, the ones that travel abroad and come back, that knows that a system works somewhere else. Those are the people that actually originated, planted that seed of that answer. But you see those normal ones that you see, that life is the normal thing for them.
It's a normal thing, I know.
They believe it's normal.
Well,
so
coming to an end.
I know some of them are watching some of them are watching this program. I know some of them is watching this program. But I put it to them right now. They should listen. It's an advice. We in diaspora can only do the bit we can do. The rest of it is upon them.
It's upon them.
Any day they wake up and they decide, we will decide. But if they keep doing all these things they are doing, the least we will do. My pikin not get money to pay school fees. I beg, make you help me. I send 10,000 naira. That is the least we can do.
That's the least.
We cannot do more than what we are doing. They have to be ready to take the bull by the horn. Then all these things will end.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, for tonight again, and it's good to hear from you again. I have somebody else also on the line. Hello there. Hello.
Hello, my good general.
Hello, sir. The Prince.
Yeah, my good general.
Prince Jejema.
Thank you.
How are you?
Oh, thank God. Are you?
Well, I'm here. Thank God.
Thank you so much. You are hitting the nail as usual. You are hitting it on the head, you know.
Thank you. I mean,
yeah, I really appreciate the good work, especially the other day you were attributing to our great leader, Mazen Kano, on his birthday.
Maz is our own man. It's just Nigeria is just unfortunate, but Baba, I'm with you.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Thank you so much. Yeah, on 16th, 17th of this month, we are 1 million march in London.
Right.
Definitely, the whole world is coming to London for that. 1 million march. It's gonna be a great one. When you hear London bridges is falling down, it's gonna proceed into 2 million march. The way I'm looking at it,
like the whole London would know that they are receiving this mass entrance of people. 1 million march. Great. People can see they can see it on the screen. Everything they need to know about the match is happening next month in London. So from the 16th to 17th.
Definitely. So it's gonna be a huge one for our great leader Mazen Kano and for Biafra restoration. which we believe is a reality. You know.
Brilliant.
So, Mayegu, thank you so much. What you said tonight concerning Southern Sudan, when you touched on that topic, I tested and I said, yes, you hit the nail on the head.
It's one of the regrets when I was reading history, Prince. Just reading everything in the history, I was like, what if to say those people in charge of Eastern Nigeria, those people in charge of Western Nigeria, the moment the First Republic is being threatened, no matter who is behind it and the rest, right? If they stood their ground, and they declared war, like, no, we are not part of this style. Oh. No, we didn't sign up for this. Oh. And even if they born our own papa into that wahala, like people like us may not be fighting anything today because they would have probably been left alone and say, okay, fine. May everybody day in day then, like they did in Sudan. You know what I mean? I was just thinking about that, and I thought I should say it.
And yes, you know that even if they stood their ground, it wouldn't be that hard because we have nothing like this Boko Haram by then.
Back then,
we have nothing like this. Wow. Nothing like bandits by then. You understand? So it's just for everybody to hold their ground and hold it very tight. And which is what Southern Sudan did. And finally, because no oppressor that likes somebody who resists unto blood. No. Just as Fulani, they don't understand what is democracy. You are talking of democracy, they see you as a crazy person. I get me. Yeah, what is this man they talk? That's why you see whatever they are doing in Nigeria is with all impunity. There's no shame. They don't even care that the world is not a global village. And whatever they are doing,
they are in their own world in that place. So listen. Their leaders know that as well. They are in their own world.
Honestly, Mayegu, again, also they don't understand in fact, it's the Southern Nigeria that are talking about democracy. You get what I mean? It's the Southern Nigeria
that democratic rights. It's our democratic right. Is it, my friend? Shut up. No, it's our democratic right. My friend, I say shut up. No, it's my democratic right. Hey, shoot on. Say, guy, no reach that now. You know, reach that. I was just trying to explain to you that if you say it's not my right, it's not my right. None, yeah. You don't have to ask them to shoot me. I'm leaving. No, it's not my democratic right. Abi, that is how they understand democracy. There, they tell you what is your right, not what you think is your right. What kind of a thing is that?
My God, do you know that it's so painful? It's so painful that in Nigeria army, in Nigeria army, it's like national anthem. They speak there is Hausa. Normal. I think if you are not speaking Hausa, you are not a real Nigeria or a real soldier. Even so, you roll people into army. People have to change their name. People from southern Nigeria, some of them have to change their name to have a resemblance of maybe a Musa or something like that. You know, for them to be taken in, if they get them
even at that, they still won't trust them. That's the system we are talking about. Something they say, no, don't talk like that. Don't say it that way. But it's true. It's happening. We have people who are the victims of the system. You are telling them not to say it, and yet you want to fix Nigeria to be a united country. But everybody must go back and just lick your wound in the closet. Why is that happening? Oh, don't say. You're going to cause wahalas. Just keep quiet. Keep quiet. It's not just you now. That's how it is now, Baba. And you want a united country, progressive country? Right.
It's happening. It is happening. You know, Obi was talking of production and prosperity and co. And Boko Haram is there in the forest. You know, where the people are going to farm, to go and farm. Is it not from there you start producing? Is it talking about vast land? When you are narrating, we were talking about
that land in the palace of Nigeria.
Neofife.
Yeah.
He said the churches to stand up. Did he give guns to the churches? The churches are told to stand up for dictating their country. Did he give guns to them to protect themselves against Boko Haram? Where is he gonna start? You know, for 8 years, he has to start to fight Boko Haram for good 8 years. He's gonna be in there if they ever give him. Before he will start talking of production and prosperity that is talking about, all the consumption that is talking about. My on final note, I just want to also put this on diary.
Yes.
The impostor in Aso Rock, you know, I have a new song titled Run.
Right.
Run for your life. Run.
Run.
You know, so I have that new song.
Run.
Yes, Run.
Yeah.
You know, he kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu, okay? And he believed that Kenya, he gave Kenya oil, free oil. You know, gave them free oil to facilitate their own side of the jail. Okay, so I have a new song for both of them.
Just hit us up. Hit us up when it's out, and we can all listen to and dance to it as well.
Just to congratulate him for the good work he did for kidnapping our president, Nnamdi Kanu. And also thank Kenya also. That's the song that we have. This is special dedicated to him. So when it comes out,
that is Buhari and Kenya authority who contributed to the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is not over until it is over. The Prince, thank you.
For the last man standing, all hail Biafra, Dudua Nation, now.
God bless you, Baba. Thank you very much, and thank you so much, Victor. Thank you. You know, my super chatter. Sorry, I missed the other one. Hello there.
My General.
Yes, sir.
Olenu, Agbayi, Hamayam.
Nice one.
Fala from New York, from Brooklyn, yeah.
Abo, how are you?
Make a no life for you. Oh, you know they tire. They talk to thing every day. You know they tire.
Baba, see, Baba, there is so much to talk about, right? And in most cases, right, majority of you also see them. You just read them, you pass them. And to me, I'm like, no, don't just read those news. Don't just read those headlines. You need to think about them.
What you could do? What you could do if you don't just read them? What you make I do? People they tell you say come back Nigeria.
Possibly, you know what? Where you are supposed to get angry, right? Sometimes if you don't probably digest a story, and at the point I feel like the
last caller just said something that you always say every time. Like, come back Nigeria now. You sit down for Obodo Igbo, they talk say my come back Nigeria, I can't do waiting. Make I can't die.
So that they can counter our body now and say, they don't kill them.
No, they won't. What do they do now? People don't know what they do now. Like, now, because you don't open the eyes of people we don't blind.
Forcing them to think. And don't just say, now so that they do. You see, people don't tell me that anymore now. They don't usually say that. Now, when people talk to
me, they don't tire because you know, say you abuse them, so they don't tire. You abuse them. You get mind. You abuse them, so they don't tire.
No, I mean,
see that kind boy. See that boy with them carry for Bayelsa. They say they kidnapper, blah 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 blah. See the kind of money what they talk as ransom, 80 million, 50 million. Even what
these are people who never worked in their lives, so they never touch real money in their lives. So. OTAC.
No, the boy na cleaner for starting bank now.
And now look at Fulani that is asking for 100 million, 200 million. I have some audios on my phone, Baba. I'll Fulani let you buy it. I'll let you buy it. People send me some, including a child, a little boy of 7 years old, kidnapped by these people, and they were negotiating with the family. Fulani daron. If you hear how much he is calling, my veins were like cringing, and I'm like, you know,
it be like that man. Yeah, it be like that man. We go from Maryland back to Ogbomoso, where they kill.
Hotelia.
When I hear how that they follow and talk, as I hear that they follow and talk, waiting be all this one. But my go at the end of the day, make I not lie for you. Yep. You see all this one Nigeria when I go just to talk, I can't turn around you, bro. We got to break this shit up, man.
It's just a matter of time.
Nothing. No, even if they do another constitution, you know, go walk. Make everybody go their own way.
Baba, see, Baba, it can be a start, okay? Though they are not going to do it. We are just like saying now that, like you said, even if. But I'm saying
okay, you say it can be a start. If Peter enter today, Peter won't be military head of state. National Assembly there. Who the national assembly?
Question. You did ask jump question. Even
share the one unit.
And now we know that one. Even people where they follow Peter, they are not expecting Peter to put anything that is going to put Nigeria in the process of begin the prepare.
You're going to not get twisted though. Peter would have been the vice president to Atiku Abubakar. Don't get it twisted though.
They would have
I don't know why would they forget him easily.
Yeah, they would have been fighting for
their second term to get down. So how all of a sudden Peter can turn to Jesus? I don't understand though. Because now the vice president of Atiku. Baba, you don't try. I don't say you don't use it.
Baba, go on.
We know. Nobody go on vote for Showore now. But now people like that feel come like mad. Can you Peter Feshi? Peter Padibu, my boy, Peter now. Can you Peter na their guy now? Peter na the same of the same. I'm not talking to the intelligent one.
People behind Peter believe that. They believe that number one, they are not saying he's a saint in a way, but he's promising them that if they are doing production or from consumption to production, people
consumption will only how many Igbo governors support Peter? How many Igbo governors support Peter?
See that one even all those people they believe that were supposed to be like traditional support, they are not. That's why to them, they are not expecting Peter to come and do much. They just want him to retire all of these people. One. The second,
which I like though.
Then secondly, that if he can manage to retire them, they are not talking about after retiring them, the retiring package. But let's say he retires them, right? So they believe that if people are able to get engaged enough that they are working and able to feed themselves, their tension, anger, and all these things going around there, they will mellow down.
It will reduce.
And they can begin to build a kind of a country inside everyone, where everybody can begin to say, okay, all right, maybe I should calm down a bit.
You're right. Or maybe, you know what I mean? Let's give it a trial. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
It's a wishful thinking. It sounds good. The momentum is high.
Because I saw the thing you posted. I saw the thing you posted in Abuja, the match. I was like, whoa, this is the way the things say Peter and a small boy almost.
Yeah. But everybody should know that he's not coming to perform any miracle, right?
Because magic, because miracle, yeah.
But they are banking on him.
No. But at least he can let those people rest and say, okay, we've taken over our country.
You know what my friends told me? You know what my friends told me here in the UK? In Glasgow. One of them said that, you know what, Mayegun, I know say you are not interested in all of this, and I know that to you this blah 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 blah. But you know one thing where I feel, that's the person who said, it feels like you see this energy that all these people are displaying. If at the end of the day they can't pull a surprise or pull a Kenya on the rest of us, and they retire these old people, then Baba forget to even the supporters of these old people, they go realize say, actually this will not be anything, now because people will never mean them all. There are all the people who are fearing
one on one now.
Some of them will just suddenly withdraw like, you run you. So and then
I don't want to anybody.
Try it. Second one, if they now try it, they come muzzle them, as some of us are expectedly, right? They muzzle them. And it can't be also obvious, say, then you have the chance. Now, these old people muzzle them, that can trigger the anger. Some of them are already bottling up, saying one Nigeria. Now, that time they go say, no, we'll go burn this place. It's going to be a two-way thing. It's a two-way thing.
Two-way thing, yeah.
Some people are supporting them, not because they're expecting them to do anything. I will tell you this for free, right? There are people who are supporting Peter,
I know that.
right? They are not supporting because of Nigeria. They are supporting for two things. The first one is what I told you. Maybe they can surprisingly retire these rogues and somehow send a message. Or these old rogues are going to muzzle them and they will force them into a revolution. Either way, something must happen. Because of that, they will help Peter Obi to continue what they do. They are ready to fund it, send money not because they believe in Nigeria. I just said that to you for free. Just for free. Anyway, Baba. Just so you know.
My good general.
There's a lot. There's a lot going on.
Anyone, there's a lot going on, Baba. There's a lot going on.
And it only hypertension.
Yeah.
Last.
You never read one of the guys just send you, Victor just send you something, I beg. shout out to Victor. We just send you something there.
Exactly, it's on the screen. Nice one,
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
All
Let me
right,
take another one just before we go.
Shout out to
Victor, thank you. Hello there, sir.
All right,
You are connected, sir, by the way.
How are you,
Baba? How are you, sir?
Brother, I'm to show you.
Oh yeah, feel it. Baba, waiting there now.
London,
mo fẹ́ location ẹ ní ṣé Essex ní ṣé
Essex ni baba. Essex na wa.
Oh yeah, feel it, because it in my head. Hey, Irumole Essex. I don't mix them together. Oh yeah, Irumole London. Feel it.
I do. Yeah, Baba.
You know.
My own be say I go first thank you. I go appreciate you, Baba.
Thank you.
If you know, Baba, if you be what do they call this people? I want to man who aláìsàn yẹn.
Yeah.
Àwọn tó bá ní bóyá bí God bless you, Baba.
Yeah.
Even though if you be Babalawo, Baba, you go dey heal many people. If you know how many people you dey
you don't know. You see Nigerian pastor. I'll let you finish. Go on.
Mm-hmm. Baba, you see, you don't know the kind gift we God give you. I dey tell you, make anybody we want hear this night. You don't know the kind gift we God give you. Baba, this not something where some people they pay money, to maybe doctor or any therapy or anybody, you understand me? But God, you just they give people this, you just they heal them free. That is for the people who won't heal themselves again. Okay, on follow me.
You see what you talk now reminded me of something, right? They say somebody will be say this guy he don't mad. Every time when they want to try to cure him, he go run away. They don't try to cure him, I said, what's wrong with this guy? Right? So one day he's been mad for like about 19 years, 12 months, and 29 days. Now, just one more day to make it 20 years so that he will be rich. Now, so this pastor come from everywhere. They mean him that day. So anywhere you see him, grab him. The guy, raw, madman, they grab him, tie him. They can't heal him. When the guy heal, he can't grab the pastor like, did I ask you to heal me? Did I ask you to cure me? Now you've ruined all the labor of 19 years and all that. So, like you said, for those who want to get cured or healed, right? The message is free all the time, but not be everybody will want get cured.
Baba. For the obedient, the thief, evil, all their supporters, Baba, then go chop their waiting and go chop their brunch. But Baba, I want to see more small things. Where this guy just talked finished now about Nnamdi Azikiwe.
Right.
All he said is truth in the family.
That's a sitter.
You see, Mr. Star. You see, the British people, they never liked Nnamdi Azikiwe and they never liked Babalawo for anything. In the family, because they knew quite sure that they can maneuver the Northern right from day one.
Right.
You see, Baba, Nigeria just be like, when they won't give us independence. I give somebody this example. One day, the person look me, shake it. I say, it just be like rich man. We want that. Get many words. And he get 3 sons. One goes school. One or two goes school. But it's a big business. With the little school. One no go school at all. So when the man won't inherit in property, the one will all in property, will and give the one who no go school at all. He carry the 90%, give the one who no go school. Those are the Northerners. So what do you go expect? Baba,
they will have to plunder it now.
Get
the experience to actually manage it or grow it.
Kasala they boss for that family every time. So they know they can maneuver them. And for this platform, about we forget one person. We don't oversee this thing before Nnamdi Kanu. That is this man we don't late now. Ojukwu. I want me to create time. We could bring that man up. Forget about say the wife, Yanka, today among them now. She don't drink alcohol. But you see, person like Ojukwu, I just read some little things about that man. You understand me? He has seen this thing then. And the only mistake, I'm not blaming anybody, the only mistake person like late Papa Olowo did was to support the Nigerian soldiers in the family to win that war. That is where we get it wrong. Believe me. Because Ojukwu have seen this thing. That these people know. If we don't divide this thing now, in the next, somebody we don't read
in the future.
These people mind, you understand me? But after the time where Ojukwu dey clamor for, say, make Nigeria divide fair. But nothing like Boko Haram. But nothing like kidnapping. You understand me? Nobody dey thief anybody.
Nothing like an ISWAP in Yoruba land. Igbo, where that one won't come from.
And Baba, if we go check, right from day one, let's call the spade, right from day one. I won't lie to you. These three major tribes that come together as one Nigeria, you understand me? If you check the little one I know, I've really checked very well. From day one, there is no problem. You can't hear, somewhere in Ogun State, Igbo and Yoruba they fight, Yoruba people don't kill Igbo people plenty. You understand me? For Kano, you understand me?
Therefore, now they have been killing Yorubas there because Igbos are Yoruba. No. I can't recollect any.
Day one, these people have been our problem. That is what Ojukwu was clamoring for. You understand me? But you see, people like them, Papa Olowo, Akintola, Ajashin, all those people, they believe, okay, you can still manage them. Let's see what we can do. You understand me? That is where they get it. Because they are assuming they give Ojukwu the support. Everybody, Baba, go in with. Somebody, I don't go there here now.
Yeah, now our children, they will be telling them the history of when we got independence, and independence allowed us to have each independence region. And in the course of our journey, the Western region and Eastern region, they merged together and they became I'm just saying, right? That would have been a different history that all of us will be telling today.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Another thing I want to tip in. I don't know, maybe you've come across that video.
Right.
This Tombolo and his own group.
Yeah.
I think they started their parading on the water side, on the creek, to combat the people that were tapping outbound creek, you understand me? You see, what the offer they give to Tombolo, they are trying to create another problem
right there in now.
South. You understand me? You see these people, They are not that educated though, but they are very, very cunning. They've learned a lot of evil and cunning things. You understand me? You understand me? So they've learned all those things. That is it. You understand me? In the north, is it in Bauchi? There is a place that they are digging gold. For years back, nobody heard about it. I think it's just a present. People are hearing about it. Did anybody from the southwest or from the southeast go there to go and dig gold or to go and fight them over there?
You will not return now. No, if you try it, you won't return.
And any small thing is right from when we say we take independence. Any little thing in the north, they start killing Igbos. they start killing Yorubas.
How many of our family people from West who returned back from Kano, returned back? They say they started fighting again in the north. I grew up receiving people returning back, and I bet some of the northerners too. Some of the northerners grew up receiving their own people returning back to the north because of these Nigeria clashes. You know, forced together for no reason.
So why are we forcing ourselves together? We are not one, and we can never be one. Let everybody go his own separate ways.
No be fight.
Make everybody they manage in own life. If na my own brother, from Ijebu, na here who there as local government chairman. If them born in Papa well, make it no time I still make it no do gutter. Whether me I no go begin to blow for street, make the come ask us waiting happen. But somebody wait there Abuja, they'll say they give her money. He goes sit down with some senators. Say he get one project for Lagos, for Ogun State, we're supposed to do I want to go Abuja government and say, Oga, the project, you never do a more.
And even if you get to Abuja, how are you sure that you will have access to him?
That's it, boy.
So at the end of the day, you just have to wait for him to come back so that you can tell him. And if he comes back, he comes back with his thoughts. He comes back with his thoughts ready to beat you if you try to confront him.
The earlier, the better they listen.
Well,
Baba, I said something. I'm always have opportunity to be in Nigeria during election. But this one, I'm not going to Nigeria. I normally travel between January to March. I won't like to use.
You better go before the election if you have to, or wait after it. You know.
See, in 2019, I was telling people in the front of my father's house where they put the polling booth. That is where they normally put the polling booth. It's like my father's house is like a junction in my area.
Right.
I said, I'm the only one that voted ACC Oshowore in that polling booth. And I said something to them. I said, my own concern is not this 2019 election. My fear is 2023 election. They're like, everything will happen 2023. Nothing will happen. I say, you should wait and see. I got some more. Say, been abroad today. Baba, I'm abroad today. Now, listen, nothing. I vote this one now. Baba Buhari will change things again. And this, I was just laughing at them.
It's Tinubu that is coming to change something. He's in London. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. My regards to Prince Happy, Bolu, everybody, Ade Williams, Moki, what's the call this man, everybody.
Thank you very much. And you should have a good one. Greet them in the comments. Now they do your small meeting these days now. So many of you are actually like joining the broadcast on YouTube because it is like a community meeting there. And I go just take, you are listening to Mayegun. Instead of watching Mayegun, you are listening to Mayegun and you are commenting there because that's where the communication or conversation is going on. Emurasio. So thank you very much for your time this evening. This is when this is where we're going to drop the curtains, okay? Because of our time. I appreciate your evening. I appreciate all we have shared there together. If this is the first time of watching Mayegun, remember, you need to subscribe before you'll be able to get a notification. Now, I'm saying this to all of us on YouTube as well, okay? Please, after this broadcast, take a moment, okay? Just go back to that page, that channel. Check. I know you are you've subscribed, okay? Check the notification, that bell, that angolo. Click on it. Check it. Is it on? If it's not set on, you are likely not going to get notification or so. If some of you have changed your phone or you are watching from your TV, you are likely not going to. If you are relying on TV, you are likely not going to get notification. Since your TV is not YouTube TV. So your device, your phone, set the notification on and you can get the notification on your TV, get it on your phone, on your tablet, or your, whatever you use. And finally, don't forget, if you're watching me on Facebook, 500,000 people on Facebook, and trust me, all generic, what do you call it? Is it generic or genetic? No, not genetic, generic. Like original people who genuinely follow Mayegun, no bots and all that. if I can just get 10% of you right now, take a leave and go onto YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel, you're going to increase the number too. Why can't I have all of you on my YouTube too? I mean, why not? Well, your choice. I mean, if you have the time, please remember, subscribe on my channel, set the notification on, and the next time we come on here, you're going to be part of it live. Good night from here.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary politico.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí Presido bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò gbẹ́bẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.